Happy Tuesday, guys. Jack Graves, Matt Gnoth already commenting. You know, it's going to be a questionable show when I am the producer. So we're going to see how it goes.
It'll be fine.
It'll be just fine. Hey, Devin's even on already. So, last week, Grand Lake of the Cherokees, Kansas Bass Nation, state championship, formerly the state qualifier.
Before we get into that,
Yeah.
because we didn't have a show last week, we should probably give a shout out to the Kansas Buddy Bass. They had their championship the week before. Unfortunately, I don't know who won. Do you happen to know who won?
I do. Let me refer to my notes from last night. Championship, the Kansas Buddy Bass champions for 2025 are Zach Wilson and Jeremy Patton. So they will be going to Hartwell in a couple of weeks here to fish in the Bass Nation Team Championship with a classic berth on the line.
Very good.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's that little partnership with Kansas Buddy Bass has really flourished. I mean, they are the biggest club we have now, and responsible for bringing in, gosh, what 30? I want to say 32 new or renewed KBN guys over the course of the season.
Yep.
So,
and
pretty
we,
cool.
Most of them stayed here. I don't want to say most of them. We were full. I think one room was Cherryvale Bass guys because we had our championship too, but the rest of the lodge was Kansas Buddy Bass guys, and most of them came down for 3 or 4 days, and good bunch of guys.
Cool.
Had a good time with them.
Well, that's what it's all about.
Yeah. Yeah. But I just wanted to give a shout out to them before we moved on.
Well, sure.
And I think Drew's working on the next year's schedule. I don't know when he's planning on having that out, but I'm looking forward to seeing that, because if I can make some of them, if they happen to be within, short driving distance where I can get up and back without having to be too many nights away from here, because that is our, March through June is our busy time. So can't be away too long, but if I can do it, I think I'd like to jump in that and, maybe at least try to hit 3 of them, because that's all you got to fish.
That's right. Yeah.
To make the championship. And I think he puts on like 8. So something like that. So there's good opportunity to get 3 out of 8 tournaments and qualify for their championship. Pretty cool deal.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since he doesn't send the anglers of the year to the team championship. He sends the winners of the championship. So
right,
you can just fish 3 and make the championship, win the championship, and move on. That's pretty cool.
Yep. That is very, very good, very unique deal there.
So we had that, and then 3 days later, Kansas Bass Nation State Championship.
Mm-hmm.
We had invited the top 3 boaters tonight. We haven't seen Jared yet, but we will bring him in if he shows up. In second place, runner-up, was Mr. Chris Johnson.
Hey guys.
What's up?
Oh, just hanging out, just looking forward to talking a little fishing. So been
Fishing.
Yeah.
This is a Bigfoot podcast, dude. What do you
Oh,
I gotta say, we may not even talk fishing on this show.
well, I
And
just
it's
got through
Thanksgiving.
changing out a garbage disposal and doing some changing out a faucet. I guess we could talk about that kind of stuff too.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they go
absolutely.
on with Bigfoot too much, but close enough maybe.
Absolutely.
So I was pretty proud of myself. I didn't curse or get mad or anything during the whole process. So I'm a hero today.
Wow.
And it's fixed.
Yes, replaced garbage disposal, new faucet, hoses. Even didn't have the right parts. Lucy ran to town, got the right ones the first time, put it all together. Voila, just like that.
Very good.
That don't happen often.
No, that's awesome.
Most of the time, I'd still be pretty chapped right now about it.
I would have probably been out in the yard picking up the tools I threw.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm on a roll today.
Sweet. Well, tell us a little bit about your week, Chris.
Oh boy, it was what a grinder it was over there. I got out a couple of days to pre-fish. I'd been at Bull Shoals all the week before, come home, kind of changed up some stuff in my boat and then headed on over to Grand. And I spent an entire day actually way down the lake trying to find something other than what I did. I wanted to make sure I wasn't leaving something. Last year in the national championship, I kind of just ignored some of that other stuff. And I thought I'm going to put all my effort into the pre-fish time to trying to find some other fish, maybe, spinnerbait fish or shallow fish down the lake or deep docks. And after about a day and a half of that and catching one bass, I was like, this is not working. And came back down on this end of the lake and real quickly began to get some bites and, was like, well, I'm just going to have to buckle down here close and just fish what I know here close. And which I like fishing that way where I'm just grinding it out, even though it wasn't how I wanted to particularly go about this tournament. But it was obvious the bite everywhere else was completely non-existent for me. And like I said, I couldn't catch anything on spinnerbait or buzzbait or really much moving baits. And so after the afternoon, the second day of pre-fishing, I pretty resolved I was going to stay within pretty close to the takeoff area and just fish all day as hard as I possibly could and just try to catch limits. That was my goal. I thought I don't want to blow it the first day and got very fortunate first day. I was able to catch a 4-pounder that day, which really made my stringer and cull a couple other times right there close. It was tough. I like tough, but man, you fish so long without a bite. And I was alternating between a jig and a crankbait, fishing those docks there in Wolf Creek. And then over around Red 11 and Sailboat Bridge area. That's where I spent the whole tournament. But I spent the whole time throwing a jig, a bucktail jig with an old school Uncle Josh pork frog on there, a brown one and an olive green one, both with a brown chunk on there, and then an old school Rebel crankbait, an old humpy crankbait. I had a crawdad and a kind of a chartreuse crawdad. And I would throw that in between the docks and boat ramps and just whatever else was there when I wasn't fishing a dock. I was throwing that crankbait and caught quite a number of fish on it as well. The second day, I actually I had one fish on jig. I was like, just pick up that crankbait. It was cloudy, and finished my limit with it, and then went right back to the jig to kind of cull out the rest of the second day. So, but man, fish just probably one of the toughest bites I've seen as far as how you had to just you could not fish too fast. You just couldn't do it. You had to go painfully slow, and just every cast you need to go, I'm gonna catch one this cast, even though you'd go hundreds of casts without a bite, and then catch one just like that, So, but that's kind of how my days unfolded. I did the exact same thing every day. I would kind of start, wherever I could find a place to start most days, and then just start fishing. And I even the second day, I made a little video about it. The second day, it really started out. It was such a beautiful day. It was all cloudy and rainy. I thought, man, fish are going to bite better today. Caught a keeper real fast. I thought, yeah, this is going to be easy. And then at 10 o'clock, I was the only fish I had. I was like, wow. And I could catch myself speeding up. And I'd got to this particular area. I'd been catching a lot of fish, but I hadn't had a bite in 3 or 4 docks. I was getting antsy. I actually sat down, put my life jacket on, started my motor up, and I started I got to get out of here. And I idled just a few 20 feet, maybe 10. I'm looking at my graph, and there's this waypoint on there, which I don't leave a lot of waypoints, but I just was like, what are you doing? Like, why are you leaving here? It ain't like you got any other fish to go to. What are you doing? Obviously you marked this area to make sure you fished here, and you're getting ready to drive away. And it was kind of one of those, like, just settle down, man. Just settle down. I literally idled 20 feet, took my life jacket off, walked back up on the front, went back to fishing, very quickly caught a keeper, finished my limit right there real quick right after that. And it was just kind of one of those, you just couldn't let yourself get lost. You had to just stay the course, So
yeah,
it's funny how that stuff like that happens sometimes,
There's decision making is, especially in a grinder, is make or break.
Yep.
Like you said, you didn't want to blow it on day one. That's exactly what I did. I mentioned earlier, Cherryvale Club fished their championship the weekend before, and it was a grinder. And on Saturday, I had like 6 pounds.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And fishing stuff that I was pretty confident in. And then Sunday, I made the decision to run down to Honey Creek area, change it up, change the complete area. And I didn't have a huge sack, but I had 11 and a half pounds, and I caught a 5-pounder.
Oh.
And then I didn't get a pre-fish between Sunday and Wednesday, and I made the decision to go to Honey Creek.
Yeah.
And I had 3 keepers on day one.
Oh.
And then day 2, I changed it up, stayed kind of the same area you were in. Had 4 fish, but I had number 5 that was a 3.5-pounder on and lost it. And then day 3, I had a great bag, 15 pounds.
Yeah.
So day 1, like you said, you didn't want to blow it. I blew it on day 1.
Yeah. This was one of those tournaments that, truthfully, even the slightest stumble was going to really hurt you bad. It's, I catch myself fishing way too conservative sometimes. Sure enough, in a multiple day event like this, the first day I was nervous I was just like, man, I got to catch the limit. I got to catch the limit. No matter what it is, I got to catch the limit. Just and the amount of pressure it's bewildering because you can't not do that when it's just tough, because it's hard to make it up too.
Yeah.
It's nearly impossible, it seems like. So, and it's really interesting. You're talking about that and timing on things. My biggest bass every day of the tournament came from 12 to 12:15 every day. The biggest fish I caught each day. And I've kind of got a thing with the 11:30 to 12:30. I always want to be where I think I can catch my biggest bass. And I made sure of that this tournament, but still every day I caught my biggest bass right at 12:15, almost a little after 12. I caught a 3+ pounder every day at that time of day. And it kind of goes back to what we're talking about is making, a decision to go, hey, I need to be in an area where I think I can catch a big one at this time to give myself that opportunity. And sometimes it don't work, but like this week, I couldn't believe how like clockwork every time I put myself somewhere where I thought I could catch a big one, and I did at that noontime. It's really interesting.
It's amazing how different you feel, or when it's going right. Like the feeling I had day 3 was complete opposite of how I felt all day 1.
Yeah.
Like all day 1, I felt like I was doing the wrong thing.
Yeah.
But yet I didn't change it up. And then on the final day, every time I got the feeling, hey, go over there and do that, I did it, and I caught a fish, a good fish. Like, it's crazy how that works.
It's it's kind of like what they talk about with any athlete. You kind of hit that little zone, or you hit that space. It's I call it flow. There's a lot of theories around this type of mental thing where you just get into things are just flowing in a natural state, and you begin to make decisions just like you're talking about. You look over and go, I think even though it's nothing like I've been fishing, I can catch one right there. And you catch one, and you make those little side decisions that put that extra fish in the boat, or that one you had to have. It's one of the coolest things ever. And as you said, exactly the opposite is that other thing where you can't settle down on nothing. Nothing feels right. No cast, no area. And it's nearly impossible to break that once it starts happening, it seems like. I've been there so many times where it's like it wouldn't matter if I was in the right area. It's not going to happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to tell, didn't mean to stop you guys. Wanted to tell the first-time viewer, we have several first-time viewers that are commenting. We will circle back through the comments and your questions and stuff. And Dustin, yes, Chris did make national. We sent our top 3 boaters and top 3 co's will go to the BNC in 2026. Let's mix it up a little bit. Let's meet our champion from Grand Lake. Brandon, you got to wake up.
Oh, you don't know how big my smile gets every time you say champion. I almost put champ as my name, but I didn't want to do that.
Oh, wow.
Yes, you did. You wanted to.
I typed it in, and then I delete, put my name back up there. Chris Johnson's video keeps getting a lot of views of his day 3 weigh-in, because when they tell him what I weighed in, I just keep rewinding where he goes, "Oh my God."
I knew you were bringing it one day, man. I all week I've been like, he's going to smash it. Even that last day, I was like, I've got enough to stay in this. That's what I'm worried about because I knew all day you were going to. I just had a feeling you were going to bring it, man. So
My problem was I had too much stuff, and I was trying to run all of it, and like I had a school of 4-pounders down by the dam. I kept trying to get fired up each day, and they just would not do it. But I had a couple 3-pounders pull off on day one, but on day one I smashed. I caught 35 fish on day one, but could only 13.5 pounds. And John, you'll hate to hear this.
No, I know where you were.
20 of them came out of the creek.
I saw you.
Yeah.
I saw you. And that's my point. Like I
Yeah.
just wasn't comfortable all day, and I knew they were there because I saw you several times.
Yeah.
Like I was in the same area.
Yeah, I was running and gunning, and I hate throwing a jerk bait, but I bet I twitched that thing 3,472 times. And some of them wanted it fast, some of them wanted it slow, some of them wanted it fast with a pause. I mean, it was like, I don't know. I couldn't. I mean, anytime a big dot would come up to it, because I'm looking at them. I'm not looking at them. They're coming up off bottom. Over the last 2 weeks, like there were a lot of suspended fish, and it's like they just all went to the bottom. And so I just started running a lot of main lake points and stuff and twitching that jerk bait, trying to get them to come up. And some points they'd come up and some points they wouldn't. But then I go back in there on Tuesday and literally one bite out of Honey Creek on Tuesday or Thursday. So caught 20 fish out of there one day, and the very next day, cloudy and rainy. I'm like, oh, they're going to chew. They're going to be aggressive. 1 10-incher bit my jerk bait that day. On Wednesday, I caught my 5th keeper. I came back to Honey Creek late in the day and caught my 5th keeper in like the last hour. And then on Thursday, I caught my 5th keeper in the last 45 minutes, but then I called twice before I came in. One of them was a 3-pounder. But I mean, I started every day close. I'd just cruise down the bank and pull in. And I mean, in the first 150 yards, I caught a 4-pounder the first 2 days. And then I'd catch 3 fish every morning. And then I'm like, I got to go to my big fish down lake. And I'd be gone for 4 or 5 hours. And then I'd be hauling it back up the lake and just begging for a bite. And I'd pull back into Wolf Creek. I would always call in the last 30 minutes. So on Thursday night, my buddies were texting me, oh, you got a shot. And I said, no, I'm about to destroy this thing. Cause I'm so stupid for ever leaving. Like every one of my better fish has come inside of the boat ramp, inside of takeoff. Like why leave? And I didn't. At 10:30, it was probably 10:30 Friday morning. I had like 19 pounds. And then I said, oh, give me one more, get me to 20 and I won't make another cast. And it wasn't very long later, I caught a 3.5 and I just got down and put all my rods up. I kept 2 out and then had a lot of work trying to get Ray around some because the bite, it was not an easy bite. I mean, it sounds easy, but I was doing some very specific things to get the reaction. And if you didn't do it, they would not eat it. I tried. And once I figured it out, I was like, oh, we can do this. And just I'm like, oh, there should be one over here. Go over there. Don't caught that 5-pounder. Went down, left that area, went back up half a mile. I was like, there should be a good one over here. Donk, another 5-pounder. I'm like, yep, this is what we got to do. But other than that, the last day was the only good day I had. The first 2 days were complete grinders.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much the whole tournament was a grinder, except for Like you said, the final day.
Well, and like I said, that it was a very specific thing you had to do. I had to do to get those fish to react.
Yeah.
And I never watched any of them bite, and I never saw any of them before. But I would see something, I'd be like, "There's got to be one in there," and I'd throw my bait over there and work it through there, and all of a sudden it just load up.
Yeah, my bite was very similar. You had to do a specific way, put that bait there a specific way, keep it there a certain way, and it was almost you wait for them to pluck it off of there. You know, you're just if you did not do it right or too quick, or you weren't going to get a bite, and you would know there's fish there. It's just they just weren't going to bite it unless something specific, a very particular way. I find it interesting that your fish were biting the same way like that. I mean, if I didn't put that jig on a certain piece of brush or a certain way on a dock, you weren't going to catch it.
That last cull I made, I thought I snagged the brush pile. Like, I never felt the bite, and I'm just like lifting up the rod and I'm pulling on it and it starts coming with me. And then it was like a good 3 seconds and I felt the head shake and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a fish. And I was like, it's got to be. It ended up being a 3.5, and I reach down and I lip it and I go to take the hook out, and because I never set the hook truly, I just was leaning on a brush pile, I thought, and when I grabbed the hook to take it out, it just falls out of its mouth. I never even got hook penetration. It just didn't come off.
Wow. Yeah, I caught 2 fish that during the tournament I weighed, both on crankbait while it was hung up. You'd be sitting there just trying to, doing the popping your line, like, come off there. And then you'd be like, oh, he's got it. And they're just sitting there watching it, waiting, I did the same thing. You'd be sitting there just holding the jig on a piece of brush, and then, it's brush. Oh, that's fish. And they're picking it off of there. It's really interesting. That's interesting that you're having the same thing.
Yeah, it was very specific. And at the same time, knowing when I figured out that it was that specific, and I saw what you was doing, and I was like, okay, well, I can go behind anybody because I didn't see anybody else doing what I was doing. So I was like, John, when you came running in there, like, if you could have pulled right in and started fishing, it wouldn't even have bothered me.
Wouldn't have thought nothing. Yeah. That's the great way about those kind of bites.
Well, to me, we're not even fishing for the same fish, like my fish are biting what I'm doing, your fish are biting what you're doing, and they're not the same.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah. It's true, but I thought I could when I came in there, I had my 15 pounds and I was hoping, and maybe I didn't, I might've had 13 and a half or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I was hoping I could get to 15 or 16 or 17. And I come running down the, Wolf Creek. And as I'm going, I'm seeing, well, there's the 4th place guy. Well, there's the 3rd place guy. Well, there's the leader. And I'm not going to do that. I don't care if we're fishing for the different fish. I'm like, I'll go back to doing what I was doing, let you all battle it out. And I ended up culling up a little bit and on that last day. But is there a certain bait you were using? Chris was catching them on a crankbait and a jig. Did you catch all your fish on the jerk bait, or did you have another bait? There you go.
That's her.
That was the final day bait.
That was the everyday bait for Wolf Creek. But I threw a jerk bait when I went down lake.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a custom spinner bait from Honey Creek.
Yep.
I have them change up what they usually do on some of them and buy them 20 at a time. And
how heavy is that thing?
3/4.
Yeah. You putting the trailer on it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. But like I said, there were other guys throwing spinner baits. I mean, and you had to put it in the right spot. You couldn't just go down the bank throwing it. I mean, you could. I caught some just throwing it at the bank. I mean, but they were all 1.5 to 2 pounders.
Mm-hmm.
The better fish were very specific.
Yeah, I caught some spinnerbait fish, but like you said, they were 2 pounders, 2.5 maybe.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
where I was. So let's get some of these questions. I saw a question way back that we need to touch on. And it was a question about how the water felt for Chris.
Freaking cold. It was cold. Yeah, I fell in on the last day of pre-fish.
Oh.
Yeah, so this one old Rocky Point coming out of Red 11 over there. I did a video about this too, but I had a couple years ago in a BFL Super Tournament, I ran up on that point during the low lake, kind of drawn down like it is, and just destroyed a lower unit on this stony point over there. And I just went running right off in there on pre-fish day and tore my skeg off and everything else over there on the exact same point, practically in the same spot. And so we fished around there a minute. I thought, man, I need to make sure my prop shaft ain't bent. Or it was about maybe 9:30. So I was like, if it's really torn up, I got time to go home, get another lower unit and get this fixed. And so I jacked the motor all the way up, and I'm leaning over the boat, spinning the prop around, trying to look at the end of it, see if it was bent, until I lost my balance and off in the drink I went. And I'm just going to tell you, 60, you think, 60, that's not that cold. That's freaking cold.
That's cold.
It took my breath away. Now I was like, oh, but got back in the boat and ran back up John's place and changed clothes and headed back out there again. So luckily all I did just tore my skeg off. So didn't really hurt anything else.
Yeah, they pulled in about noon-ish, and I'm like, what are y'all doing? Here I am working, and wishing I was pre-fishing, and you guys are back taking a nap or eating a sandwich. What are you doing? He said, oh, Chris is drying off.
Yeah, I took a drink. It's been forever since I done that, but I don't know. I'm gonna get on my map and put some bright red around that spot and say, don't go over. Just don't go over. but yeah, it's kind of
real quick. Danny mentioned looks like we have a bunch of new followers, probably thanks to Mr. Chris.
Famous.
But if you would like and subscribe to this podcast, and we do it every Tuesday night, and we have we try to keep up with local, Kansas Bass Nation stuff, but especially during the winter, we'll have we typically have a bunch of good pros on. We've had Rick Clun, and we've had Ike and Ellie and all kinds of people on this show. So check us out Tuesday nights. Every Tuesday night, we'll let you know if we're not going to have a show, but that's pretty rare that we don't have one. So,
in fact, tonight is number 79.
79.
And
that's amazing. That's amazing in itself.
It is. And I made the comment that right at the beginning that if I was the producer, it was going to be an interesting show. Okay. Well, Jared did show up.
Oh, you kicked him out?
As I am trying to bring him in, I get booted out. I forgot to set the do not disturb on my phone. So I got so if Jared doesn't circle back. Maybe we'll have him on next week or something. We certainly want to give
Well,
him a shot.
Let me see if he reached out to me. Nope.
Danny, why didn't you fish this?
Well, I chose to work because I made about 2 months pay in 3 days. So that's why I chose to work. And I needed to do that. Doing that and not spending the money this fall is going to make fishing easier for next season. So
A fishing dude making good financial decisions.
I know it doesn't make any sense at all.
Um, this 2 months ago because I knew I'd be broke by the time it rolled back around. So
Oh yeah. I was really wanting to be there with you guys because I was hoping that John was going to make some more armadillo chili.
I didn't make any armadillo chili.
Dang it.
We did have hamburgers here, and we had the meeting here, and we had pretty good turnout, and it was pretty good. Had a good time, I think. Good time had by all.
That
It
was-
was that.
Cooked
There's-
processing.
Yep, Kojak provided the burgers, and I'm going to Kojak's tomorrow to get a smoked turkey to take to Thanksgiving.
Way
Nice.
out here in western Kansas.
Way out in western Kansas. Yep. Going to Salina, which is way out there.
Oh yeah.
Way out there. What
Almost.
do you do? What are you
almost-
doing for Thanksgiving, Chris? What do you do? What's your tradition?
Man, I'll tell you, we don't do too much. You know, the kids are kind of on their own now. I'll probably end up going fishing. That's probably what'll happen that morning. I think Lucy's going to fix a little something here just for us. Maybe the kids will come by. They've all kind of got their own things going, you know, family wise, and
Mhm.
so really not too much. It's pretty quiet here nowadays. You know, really throughout all the holidays compared to what it's been most of my life. You know, so I'll probably end up fishing. I got a tournament this weekend on beaver, so I'll probably fish part of the day Thursday, and then sit around here and eat and try to build jigs. So I'm so far behind getting orders done, but that's probably about all I'll do. Nothing too special.
Brandon, how about you? Is he frozen? Brandon is frozen.
You know what?
You
Jared
kicked
came
him
back.
off.
Nope. Jared came back, and I'm not getting booted out. So now I can bring him in.
Well, that's good because Brandon is frozen.
Brandon. Jared,
Hey,
There he is.
it only took 13 times, but we got you.
I'm here. I'm sad I missed all their secrets.
We
Oh,
can
well,
re
I ain't
we
telling-
can we can revisit. We can revisit.
Uh,
Basically, they just went through and told us kind of how their week went, and we'll have you do the same.
okay.
I'll recap.
Okay.
Brandon caught his on a jerk bait running around on day one to 30 different spots
Okay.
and caught him on a jerk bait. And then on day two, back in Wolf Creek and caught him on a spinner bait.
Spinnerbait. Big or little?
Same day. Big.
Pretty,
giant.
he showed the bait.
Big.
Pretty
Okay.
big spinner bait, 3/4 ounce.
Oh, okay.
And then Chris caught his all on a brown jig, an olive jig, and a old school humpy crankbait.
Okay. Both
I
old
figured
school.
since the guy just won 200,000 in that Toyota throwing a big spinner bait, I probably better test it out.
Pretty smart.
Mhm.
Pretty
Yep.
smart.
Yep. So there you go. There's the
Okay.
recap.
Okay.
Well, now let's hear about your week.
I think everybody saw me. I started right outside of takeoff every morning, or right outside of off limits,
Yeah.
and caught a couple fish. Nothing I weighed in all week, but I worked down those docks there at takeoff and caught a limit all 3 mornings, and then went down towards the bridge, almost to the bridge, and just looked for brush piles on live scope, stuff I've never fished before. And I just scanned and looked. I never looked for fish. I just looked for brush in 10 to 15 foot of water. And I think I had 30 keepers the first day and
Mhm.
probably 20 on the second day, and then maybe 10 or 15 on the last day, but never had a big one all 3 days.
Yeah. You were
So,
just very consistent.
yeah, all 2-pounders, 2.5
Which-
pounders is all I could get.
I mean, which is what it takes. I mean, all three
Yeah.
of our top 3 guys here, we're all very consistent. I mean,
Yes.
Brandon busted a big bag on the last day.
So did you.
I wouldn't say Brandon's big bag, but it was for
It was
me.
big.
Yes,
It
for
was
me,
big.
that's a big bag. But yeah,
15 balls a good bag, John.
consistency is what you got to have in a multi-day tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most, I'd say 90% of the brush piles I fished were small. And I would just get one bite out of it, and I'd come back the next 2 days and never got another bite out of the same tree. And there was one big pile. I probably caught 15 keepers out of it over the 3-day tournament.
Wow.
It was crazy. I showed up the night before, so I didn't practice or anything. And I couldn't believe how many keepers came out of one big giant laydown tree. It was crazy.
What bait
I-
were you throwing mostly?
I caught them on a Ned rig and creature hog, that Berkeley Maxent creature hog. The small brush piles was all a Ned rig, and the big ones were all that Texas rig creature hog. Yeah.
I practiced for 4 days and I caught all my big fish where I didn't practice.
Well, I caught my fish where I didn't practice too, so we're even.
Yeah, I bet I dropped 60 new waypoints in those 3 days.
Wow. Have either of you been to Hartwell?
I've never
I fished an open there.
An open, okay.
Well, kind of. I was there in October.
And do we know when our next tournament is?
Sometime November.
It's in November.
Oh, the BNC. Yeah, it'll be
Yes.
like the first half of November,
Okay.
2026.
Okay.
No exact.
Yeah. That should be fun.
It hasn't been announced yet.
I
I
can't
don't
look
know.
this up. You guys are not. You're not going to believe this, but I swear this is the truth. GL was waiting on the Clemson home football schedule.
It makes
Oh.
sense.
No, I believe that.
I believe that.
Now
Yeah.
it's not just because he's a Clemson kid,
No.
but it
You
has
have
to
to.
do with the hotel.
Yes.
Well, when I fished,
I did that. Every one of them nation championships that we had at Hartwell that I managed, we had to wait because the host hotel, the Clemson football team for home games stays in Anderson
Really?
in the Hilton Garden Inn
Wow.
because they get them away from campus. They get them away. They put them in all in the same hotel, and that's the hotel they use because it's the best one.
It's nice.
Yeah,
It's the one with no all king beds, right? The whole hotel.
yeah, something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
It is
When
like that.
The Open there, they had a home game that weekend.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Actually, the home game was when practice started, so
Oh,
Saturday
okay.
was the home
Yeah.
game. And then
You kick a long, if you kick a long field goal, it might go in the river. It's that
Mhm.
close.
I fished all around up there.
Yeah, it's neat.
You can run forever though. That Tougaloo, Jesus, like I was running up it going, man, I'm gonna go way up here. And I ran for like 45 minutes. I was like, no, I'm not gonna go way up here.
Yeah,
I looked at my graph, run another hour and a half and still not hit the end of it.
it's long. Is that the one that goes to Kiwi or
That's
Kiwi or
Kiwi.
Yeah, no,
Kiwi? Yeah.
yeah, it goes to Kiwi. Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
one that's got the state line. It's on the state line.
I fished that tail race and there's nothing there. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
It was a long ways.
Yeah, it. I didn't even get halfway up there, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going that far.
Yeah.
I ended up fishing 10 minutes from takeoff. But
That place is huge.
it is
10 minutes from takeoff, you could be totally different area. It's
Right.
crazy how big 10 minutes from takeoff is.
three different run, 4 different arms you can run. I mean,
Yeah.
towards or the Tougaloo or up towards Clemson, or you can run up the other way.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a big place.
But it was difficult when I was there in October. It was not easy. And matter of fact, I struggled. Like I thought I might get 2 bites in the tournament, but the guy that was staying next to me so in the opens we got 3 full days and a half day. Well, at that time we had a half day, and after 3 full days I was on nothing, like maybe 2 bites. And he told me, we were out there rigging rods talking, he's like, dude, I crushed him today. I'm like, well, that's good, at least I'll know a guy's gonna catch him. And he goes, yeah, I caught him on this, and he just throws it over on my boat, shows it to me.
Wow.
And I'm like, are you kidding me? And he's like, yeah. I was like, well, I guess I got to go practice tomorrow. I didn't take his, but I had some crankbaits just like it. And I was like, I guess I got to go do that. And he told me what to do. I went out there and I had a limit in the first hour, and I was like, put it back on the trailer. I said, all right, that's what I'm doing
On your half day.
on my day. Yeah. Went out there at daylight, and by 8:30, I was putting it back on the trailer to go eat breakfast because I was
Wow.
in a sore mouth. I was like, all right, we'll do that. Because I had,
Why can't it always be that easy?
Yeah.
right. I had brush piles marked and shoals marked with fish on them. I just couldn't make them eat. I couldn't figure out how to get them to eat. And once he told me, I was like, oh, okay. I can only imagine November could be a grinder as well, but I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe they'll be on a winter feed and they'll just be chewing.
They draw that place down in the winter
I think so.
Yeah.
or fall, winter drawdown.
So we jump in shoals.
Sounds good to me.
I'm game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Chris, these shoals are in the middle of the lake.
Yeah.
Well,
They're not.
better take 2 lower units then.
Yeah.
I've seen your lower unit.
Yeah.
You don't have many more rocks to hit with that sucker.
No, I got it down where it won't hit them no more. I can go 6 inches shallower now.
All right, let's get back to the question that I asked Brandon when he froze up.
Oh.
What
I know.
about your Thanksgiving plans? You got Thanksgiving plans?
Oh yeah, we go to my grandma's for lunch, and then we go to my sister-in-law's at 3:00 for a late lunch. So
Nice.
by the time 5:00 rolls around, I'll be very fat and very tired.
Double Thanksgiving. That's
Oh, yeah.
nice.
We used to have to do 3. We used to go to my mom's, and then to my sister-in-law's, and then to my dad's mom. But my dad's mom passed away a couple years ago, so we don't. Down to 2 now.
All right. Jared,
Lots.
what do you do for Thanksgiving?
We're frying a turkey at my house, but I actually had turkey for dinner tonight. my neighbor across the street did a practice Thanksgiving. She likes to cook and brought over a whole Thanksgiving meal to see if it was good.
Nice.
Yeah,
Hello.
so I had Thanksgiving
Bonus.
tonight. Yes. And my wife was trying to save it all so she can't cook. And she was like, "You think we could just use this on Thanksgiving?"
Does she know she can't cook, or did
Oh,
you
the whole
just
neighborhood knows.
are you in trouble?
No, she knows it. One
Okay.
neighbor gives us sourdough. One brings us steak that they cook, and it's all the neighbors bring us food because they know my wife can't
Feel
cook.
sorry for you.
They do.
My
I love
wife's
it.
in charge of the deviled eggs, so I've eaten about a dozen of them before we even leave for.
Oh
first-
yeah.
So that kind of gets into my next question. Does everybody have a favorite like dish that you have to have at your Thanksgiving, or that you've always had? Maybe it's not your favorite, but you've always had it at your Thanksgiving.
I love
got-
the green bean casserole.
Green bean
I
casserole.
love it. I love it. I could eat it every day.
Everybody has. Does everybody have green? I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
do.
have casserole.
Yeah.
But I do
Everybody
the deviled
does.
eggs. And then my mom makes this, like, I don't even know what she calls it. It's just like, it's corn with mayonnaise and jalapenos, and it's delicious.
It's elote from
Yeah.
Mexico.
But it's not. I mean, it is, but it isn't. You know, it's whatever.
Sounds delicious.
It does.
It's amazing.
Sounds delicious. Chris,
Yeah,
I know you're
probably.
not doing.
Huh? Yeah, we don't do too much, but Lucy usually makes a kind of dressing that's it's not necessarily like clumpy dressing, but it's almost just a cornbread dressing that's in a pan, but it's real moist. My grandmother made some kind of like it, and if I dig it. I could eat the whole plate of that stuff. So
Mhm.
it's not super over, spiced or anything like that, but it's just kind of one of those things. It's a comfort food or some, it's just go, yeah.
Yep.
So that's probably my favorite thing from Thanksgiving time is that.
Yep.
So
Was
Danny?
Lucy happy you beat me this week?
I guess so. She didn't say too much about it.
Oh, she was not my biggest fan a couple years ago.
Yeah, we're all buddies. It's a
Okay, good.
It was all good, man. So, no, she was just happy to get it cinched up. It's
Yeah.
you try so hard all the time, and missing it last year was just when she was up there for the nation meetings and calling me every day, and she's like, you should have really made it. You should have tried harder. I'm like,
That's my wife's line too.
I fished every term I could to get there, just didn't. She's like, well,
Uh-huh.
you should have been here. I was like, whatever. So she would stick a stick in a guy's side like that, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Where are you
Not
guys?
old Fireball.
I mean, I know Chris from Arkansas, but where are you guys from exactly?
I'm from just west of Fayetteville in a little town called Farmington.
Oh yeah, my cousin lives in Farm.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm not very far away, probably really even from you. So, or from Grand actually.
Yeah.
So,
About an hour and a half, maybe.
yeah, that's about it.
Danny, what was your favorite dish?
The only thing that we do every year is fried turkey. I've been frying turkeys for, gosh,
Tell me your secret.
at least 25 years.
I'm doing my first one this year. I need to know what's the trick.
Frozen.
Yeah. I've got it thought out already.
You're ahead already.
Okay.
I used
do a
the
brine?
first time I did it. Oh yeah, I brine it.
Okay.
The first time I ever did it, I believed I had to have peanut oil and all that. You can't afford peanut oil.
Ooh,
You
I
can
already
either
bought the
have a
peanut
boat
oil.
or you can buy peanut oil. I mean,
I got a
it's-
check this week fishing, so I bought peanut oil.
okay. Okay. That's fair then. I've used vegetable oil for 25 years.
Okay.
Um, gosh,
What's in your brine?
my brine is Shinerbach.
Just straight Shinerbach. How
Shiner
many you put in there?
Well, I put a little pinch of this, a little pinch of that. Tony Sacheries,
Okay, I love Tony's.
and a little extra garlic, salt, a little extra onion powder.
In
some-
water or just straight Shiner?
just straight Shiner.
Wow. Is that like a 30 pack? What's it take to cover a turkey?
Honestly, not that much. I like
Keg.
a six.
Keg.
Pony keg. Pony keg.
I'll buy a 6-pack and use
Okay.
that.
And how long do I leave it in that beer?
Well, I inject it.
Oh. Oh, okay.
So brining it the way you're talking, honestly, I think I would just use like salt
Salt water.
water,
Okay.
and maybe overnight.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, there's nothing like it. I mean,
Yeah, I'm
it's
excited.
love it.
I'm excited.
It depends on, of course, every year is a little bit different. You can't plan the same thing every time, but there's a lot of times when every holiday gathering we have, there's a fried turkey.
Wow.
So
That's not a bad thing.
that's not a bad thing. And when my father was still alive and my father-in-law was still alive, we, out of time crunch, we did a combined family Thanksgiving. Well, the dads would all stand out there and help.
Uh-huh.
And then when I would pull it out of the fryer and put it up to rest, I started doing 2 right off the bat, because the first one's resting and they're picking the skin off of it.
Sample turkey.
Yeah.
I have a big family, so we always have turkey, ham, and usually brisket. And then my aunt makes her homemade chicken and noodles, but we'll have 60 people.
Oh, wow. That's a lot.
Holy cow.
Yeah, we actually rent out like a building. That way everybody will fit. Yeah,
All
'cause
your
I have-
cousins in Farmington?
No, I'm not in Farmington. I'm from my mom's family's from Afton.
Oh,
And,
okay.
Yeah, the family from Fayetteville and Farmington, they don't come. That's my dad's family. But no, I got I think I got like 21 or 22 cousins, and they all have 2 or 3 kids that are, I don't even know. I mean, range from babies to, well, some of the kids have kids now. So we got a big family.
That is big.
Mom's one of 7 and my dad's one of 6. So
Wow.
got a huge family on both sides.
That's a lot.
Hey, Jared, in the
Yes.
comments over there, Don recommended a couple of brines,
Okay.
and Richard Heflin's got a little recipe for brine there.
Let's hear it. Can you read it to me? I don't see the
Sure.
comments.
Oh, okay. Richard's is equal parts salt and sugar, no
Okay.
more than a cup each. You can add citrus, and that's it.
I like that.
Okay. And then Don's recommending the Cosmos turkey brine or Meat Church turkey brine.
Meat Church. Those are brands, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I know the Sacheries one comes with a little shooter,
Mm-hmm.
so
Mhm.
I liked that one.
That's a good point too. Don makes there. Make sure the oil is hot enough. What I
Yes.
will do, people have told me, well, you can't do this with vegetable oil, but no, you certainly can. I bring it to 400,
Okay.
and then I drop that cold turkey in it, and it'll drop it
Down to the right temperature.
down to 350
Okay.
sometimes, just depending on the
Yeah.
size, obviously. I usually do a 12 to 14 pound turkey is the best.
Okay.
And basically 4 minutes a pound is at 350, 375 is about perfect.
Okay. That sounds good. I'm excited. I might have to do a practice turkey tomorrow.
Turkey fry master, Danny, turkey fryer extraordinaire.
No kidding. I like it.
What's your no live without, John? What do you got to have on Thanksgiving?
Well, it's kind of my mother-in-law, who's no longer with us, used to make this potato salad at every meal, or not every meal, every big gathering. And it's a different potato salad. It's like, I think it's some kind of German, but it's 5 pounds of potatoes, and you cook them, boil them, whatever, and then cut them up, dice them up, and then it's a cup or maybe 2 cups of chopped onions, a cup of, or maybe half a cup. I'd have to look at the recipe. I think it's a cup of oil, vinegar, like 1/4 cup or maybe half cup of vinegar, and salt and pepper. And that's it. And you stir it all up, and it is the best potato salad. Like, I love it. And I'm the only one that makes it anymore. Even out of her family, like her mom passed and nobody makes it,
You took it over.
but I make it because it's good. And I have to have that at some point. And then my mom makes this stuff that's at our meal. I'm not saying I have to have it, but it's at every meal or every Thanksgiving. And it's the green Jello with the cottage cheese or
Oh yeah.
whatever in it.
Mm.
Oh my gosh.
Ugh.
It sounds terrible, but I bet it's good.
It's not that bad,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's not something anybody would miss if it wasn't there, but
Gotta get you 1 scoop.
yeah. Yes, it's one of those 1 scoop things. It's kind of like our family, and we're getting ahead of ourselves now, but for Christmas Eve, our tradition is my mom would make a huge pot of oyster stew on Christmas Eve. And there is not a single person in our family that eats it except her. And we have finally, she's 81 now. And we finally got her to where she makes a little bowl of it. And I make a giant deal of chili. So we still do the soup thing on Christmas Eve, but it's pretty much everybody has chili and mom has oyster stew. And Val might have, there's a few of the, like Val and my sister that will appease mom by having a bowl of oyster stew. But I mean, for years she made a giant pot.
Wow.
And
Oyster stew.
nobody ate it.
I like oysters. That sounds good to me.
Well, I mean, I don't think it was that bad, but it's just, I don't know.
My dad's mom always had to make 2 stuffings because she would make regular stuffing and then she'd make stuffing with oysters.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
My mom makes the oyster stuffing. She likes her oysters.
I love oysters.
Yep.
Kellen says, save me the neck, Clark.
Uh,
Peter checking in. Peter Perovich.
Oh my God. The last time Peter checked in, we had us a time, didn't we?
Yeah. Maybe we need to have a Idle Zone Syndicate After Dark episode.
After dark. Yeah. Yeah. That's funny.
So do you guys feel that the weekday event was not a success? Because I loved it.
I loved it.
I love it.
I don't know
love
if it's
the weekday tournaments.
first week of deer season, the lake was empty, or middle of the week, but it was awesome.
Yeah,
I would rather do it then. And we used to do that. We used to do it all the time. I mean, back in the day, way back in the day, when we had 100 boats for the Kansas Bass Nation, we had 6-man team, and it was a week-long thing, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It was basically copied off of the region or divisionals, ran the same way, and we used to have 100 boats, but times have changed. It's hard to get that. There's just so much to fish anymore that people.
I mean, all of them.
True. That's very true.
There's just so much to fish.
You could fit that many boats on Milford?
We never went to Milford. We went to
Oh.
Grand
Oh, okay.
or Truman.
Milford's the biggest lake in Kansas. The jewel of
is.
Kansas.
No, it is not the Jewel.
That's
I
what they
wouldn't
say.
know.
It's the
what they
best
say.
lake in Kansas. I love it there. I want to go there every time.
You're smoking crack, Chris.
I love all Kansas lakes, man. I love them all. I ain't been to one yet I don't like.
Is Milford where the championship was last year?
Huh?
Is Milford where the championship was last year?
No, is it Melbourne?
Melbourne. Okay.
Melbourne's
We had a
awesome.
regional. What year was the regional the snow came in? Was that
21, 22, something like that, wasn't it?
I just
What?
looked at the picture of the last practice day, and I had 6 or 8 inches of snow on my boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was
That was 21.
Yeah.
21. Okay.
April. Wasn't it like April of 21? It was freaking cold and snowing.
April
Crazy.
21 through 23.
Yeah.
70 degrees on practice day and snowing on day one.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Doing.
Freaking
And they
80
called-
mile an hour wind.
Not just snowing, like 6 inches of snow.
Oh, I think it was more than that.
Yeah.
It was crazy. They called for snow the night before, and I put my cover on, and they called for snow again. And I said, I'm not listening tonight. And my gosh, that was dumb. My boat, it had snow on it till noon. Bad choice.
Choices
Yep.
Yeah.
we all make.
Heck yeah.
Did you go down the dam back and forth like everybody else, Chris?
No, I spent all my time. I don't know. There's a creek as you're headed towards the dam on the left hand side, or
The
on the
west
left-hand
side?
Rush
Yeah.
Creek.
Oh, left side. Okay.
Got a boat ramp right there in front of it. Big boat ramp there.
Yeah.
Real nice boat ramp at the mouth.
Marina, you can't fish.
Yes, right
You
there.
can't fish in there?
It's a thing. It's a whole thing.
Yep. I stayed right there for the most part. That creek and that big bluff out front there.
Didn't you catch a huge one in there?
Yeah, it cost 7-pounder.
Yeah.
First thing the first morning.
Yeah. I remember
Yeah.
that. That was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, big monster. It's kind of one of those deals like, holy crap, I just caught more than I thought I was going to catch the whole tournament.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I
Yeah.
caught a 4-pounder the first day, and that was more than I had all practice.
Yeah,
Out of all my fish in practice.
Yeah, see?
Uh-huh.
just like that. And then I caught another one right after it and lost one. I was like, holy smokes, there's fish everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that deteriorated very quickly.
Not if you were going down the dam with everyone.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was crazy.
It
I
was.
went down there one day during, it may have been pre-fish or something, and just I was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing this. It was a
So-
zoo. But that place I caught most of mine on that bluff out there. Even if the wind was blowing on so bad the first day, I kind of got to have it to myself. But he was surfing out there the whole time.
Oh yeah.
It was so rough. But man, the next morning the wind changed, and when I got there, dude, there was boats everywhere all down through there. I was like, oh crap, just had to wait.
Made it too easy to fish.
Yeah, it was better the day when the wind was blowing.
Yeah.
Nobody else was fighting it out there. So, but oh well, I still love that place.
I do too.
Milford is the only place. When I was first getting started in fishing, I was probably 22, and I had my first boat, and it was a 15-foot glass stream with a 90 horse Mercury on it, and that sucker would fly because the 15-foot glass stream, I could pick it up off my trailer by myself. It was light, and you could feel the water rippling underneath your feet as you drove. But anyway, one of the first tournaments I ever fished in that boat, and I think I was with Jody Fannensteel. I think it was a big bass tournament of some kind, and the guy named Gary that used to run the marina there in Junction City, the marine dealership in Junction City. I can't remember his last name. Maybe you remember Danny. Gary something. Anyway, he put on a big bass tournament, and there was like 100 boats in this tournament. And you could put in wherever you want, but you had to meet at the dam for takeoff and line up across the dam. And he did an actual stood up in the boat out in front of us all and shot a shotgun off for a shotgun start.
What year was that?
Probably 88.
Wow.
Probably 88. And we didn't go. We sat back and let everybody go. And there was a guy that had an Allison. And that's what this guy sold. That's what his marine dealership sold. And this is why he did a shotgun start. So that his guys that ran his Allisons
could get a head start on everyone.
Could show what those Allisons could do.
They got an extra hour of fishing.
Yeah. So he shotgun. There's a shotgun. And that, I remember one dude in Allison that probably had like a 300 on it. Was around the point, around rush before most people were on plane.
Wow. That's wild.
Yeah. Shotgun start.
It's a good advertisement for Allison.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Good times.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Them shotgun starts, man, were I remember them so well. I don't even know how we all survived it, man. Tuesday nights, and the guy on the marina where we fished out of there on Beaver, he'd walk out on the dock every evening like real shotgun and away.
Wow.
Oh yeah. And he was really good about, about a minute till or something, He'd like to try to catch everybody kind of off guard for a bit. So, boy, you talk about some madness. I mean, madness. It was, again, I don't know how we all survived it. It was
That's funny.
Uchi
Wow.
still does shotgun starts, I think.
Really?
Wow.
Now they I think they flight it. I think they do like 10 boats. They'll sound a horn to take off for the first 10, and then they'll wait like 20 seconds, and they'll sound a horn for the second. Whoever's left, they get to go. So,
Yeah, I knew some guys that would show up. They were there for the shotgun takeoff. They would run the race. They never came to weigh in. However
There
far
for the
they
party.
went, that's all they were there for. See if their boat was going to run this week, and then they'd go home. I
That's
don't know if
funny.
they ever weighed any fish.
I liked our takeoff the last day of this tournament. Top guys go out first and weigh in last. That was pretty neat.
yeah.
That was neat.
Yeah.
I was texting Travis at like 3 o'clock. Like, are you
You sure?
sure? I'm
Sure.
3:05. Didn't tell him that I had 20 pounds in the bottle. 15 minutes late. And then I still came in at 3:30. At 3:30 I came rolling in. I was like, well, Ray finally caught his third fish at like 3:28. And I said, all right, you ready to go weigh in? He's like, yeah, we can do that. And I was like, all right, let's go. I'm done. Been done.
I was struggling with that myself, looking at my watch, going, man, I ought to go in just 3:30.
Uh-huh.
But I could see Jared right up there in front of me, and I thought, if he's late, we're going. I'm watching him. When he goes, I'm going.
Yeah.
Finally, he just kept staying. I was like, crap, I'm going. I ain't waiting this long.
You went by me and waved me on. You said, come on, let's go. So I pulled my trolling motor up. I ran in, and I didn't see you at takeoff. And I was like, he tricked us. He stopped and fished. And then you were hidden around the corner.
Yeah.
My dog motor goes, he tricked both of us. Got us to leave our spot early. Yeah, we were cracking up about it.
Like, come on, man, you're going to be late.
Yeah.
That 3:30 threw me off all week.
Yes.
Like
Oh, instead of 3 o'clock.
Mhm.
about 2 o'clock, I'm like, man, I got an hour left. I got to catch that last. And then about 2:45, I'm like, man, 15 minutes. And I'm like, no. I still got 45 minutes.
I always set 3 alarms. I set a 1 hour alarm. I set a 30-minute alarm, and then I set a 15-minute alarm, knowing that I can snooze it once, and the second time it goes off, I better be pulling the trolling motor up.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yep.
That way, I don't have to keep looking at the clock.
Yeah, I like that.
I give myself 1 hour warning, so if I need to move somewhere before I'm out of time, I can do it. And then yeah, that's how I've always done it. And
I
then
like that.
sometimes I'll hit that snooze button and be like, oh, 4 more casts, 5 more casts.
Uh-huh.
My team partner one day, I told him, I said, it takes 8 minutes to get back. And he goes, we only got 7.5. And I flipped over the dock and set the hook on one. I said, well, get the net and then we'll leave. We made it in with like 6 seconds left. But it was a 3.5 pounder, so it was worth
It made it worth it.
Yeah, but he was nervous the whole time. He was puckered. I said, hold on, we ain't stopping till the bridge. And it was rough water that day. I said, you're just gonna have to eat them because we're gonna run it.
You can get new cavities later.
Yeah,
New
well,
fillings.
I think we went from I think we had 11 pounds, so that gave us like 13.5. And I was like, okay. And it was a 2-day event. I was like, we can go in now. Like 11 pounds wasn't gonna do anything in that event.
Are you fishing the? I think there's a fundraiser, Black Friday. Are you going to fish that, Brandon?
Who is it? I don't know.
There's like a charity.
Little girl, I think.
Yeah.
I tend to not fish those. If send me the link and I'll like send my entry fee, but I don't fish them. I don't want to win it and have to give the money back. I'd rather just give them my entry fee.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't. All most of those charities events and stuff like that, I try and just send. I just give them the entry fee and I don't show up. Just let them have my money. I mean, everybody always gives the money back anyway, so I'm just gonna save my gas.
Yeah.
Save your time.
Yeah,
Have you fished that last day of the tournament when you fished with Ray, was that your first time to fish with him?
Yeah.
That guy is a hammer.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're talking about Ray
is.
Cates.
Oh my gosh. He catches them everywhere.
Yeah.
It
He
doesn't
struggled.
matter.
Doesn't matter. He doesn't know how to not catch them.
He struggled. Finally, he caught his last one on one of my spinner baits. I was like, tie that thing on, just start throwing it.
He was tricking you. He was tricking you to get one of your spinner baits. That was
off and laid it back in the boat when we left. I was a little worried. I mean, I wasn't going to leave him hanging because when I had my weight, he only had one fish, so we kept going back and forth. And he finally got a second one, and then yeah, it was 328 when he caught his third one, and I was like,
oh wow.
Please be a keeper. And it was a key. Is his biggest fish, I think, is that spotted bass, and that gave him the win too because he only won by like 0.7.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
close.
So
And here I was all worried when y'all were up there in front of me that Ray was showing you how I was catching them.
he told me to fish with you, and I said so on the final day, you pulled into my starting hole and started where I started the first 2 days, and so I went down and fished. And when we was coming back, it'd been like an hour, and you'd only fished like 4 docks. I was like, well, I know what he's doing.
Yeah. Digging.
I know
Digging.
what he's doing. He ain't moving.
Oh,
He was
Yeah.
live scoping.
Yeah, scoping them
Uh-huh.
all the way, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
throwing that minnow.
up there in the water. No, but I was like, well, he's fishing slow, so he's picked that stretch apart. We don't need to go there.
No.
Oh, yeah.
But it's funny, you told me that was your second spot, so you'd been following me all week.
I
Yeah.
had. Yeah. Yeah, it was
But-
kind of funny. When I got down there and I seen you come on by, and I was like, oh crap, he's fishing here. I'd seen you stop up there where you come back around the second time, kind of, and I was like, I knew you had a spot up there. I'd seen you there a couple of times. I didn't even know you was going on up through there, on down, the direction we were going that morning. Because I would start down up the ways away, and then I'd come down there next. And
Yeah.
you must have always been on down the way by the time I got there,
Yeah, my trolling motor doesn't come off high very often. Like I fish slowly as fast as possible.
Yeah.
So like I throw at a lot of targets, but once I'm done throwing at that target, I'm on high to the next one.
Moving on.
It's
Yeah, I can tell you was heading on down through there. Now you fished that whole thing while I was still, like you said, on 4 or 5 docks there.
Yeah, and I would fish from where you started all the way down to that jetty in like hour and 15 minutes. I'd fish all the way down it. Just
Yeah. Wow. I had the stretch over there in Red 11. There was those 6 or 8 docks over there that I'd spend about 3.5 hours, but I wouldn't get many bites, but they were always way better quality than anything I was catching over here. In Wolf Creek. So
I told myself on day 3, the furthest I was going to run was over there to East Bay. And then, but once 10 o'clock hit, I was like, we're not going anywhere.
yeah.
My gas tank's still on full right now. Like I didn't burn any gas. Even when I was running back and forth, I didn't run wide open at all. I was 45 miles an hour. Just, like, oh, that dock looks good. Pull in over there, start fishing.
Yep. Just hitting around. I think I probably burned 6-7 gallons a whole week.
Well, the first day I burned 22 gallons. The second day I burned gallons.
So that long run over across the lake there.
Yeah, I'd planned. I said if I struggle, I'll go to East Bay and Terra Miranda, and just that area over there, maybe Cary Bay. But I was not going to go any further south. And then I just lucked out, and they wanted what I had for them that day. That's for sure. I mean, catch 2 5-pounders in the fall. That's
sure enough in there, man. There's always lots of fish there, but them big ones are usually hard to come by in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing.
Yeah. Normally inside of Wolf Creek, a 17's a spectacular sack, in my opinion, most times, even though there's so many big fish there,
Yep.
That was stellar.
Yeah, I mean, my biggest bag coming out of Wolf Creek before that one was like maybe 16 pounds.
Yeah, me too. I think I weighed a 17 something out of there one time in a Nichols championship, but everything was perfect and the fishing was absolutely like it was this tournament. You couldn't catch nothing nowhere else,
Yeah.
But that's not the norm. It's normally like 12, 13, just like we were all doing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm one of those. I predominantly fish down lake. This year that was the first time I'd ever fished Wolf Creek. I mean, I'll stop on a dock on my way in tournaments, for like 5 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's just if I get back and I got extra time, I just pull in between everybody else and fish. But to like actually target Wolf Creek, that was the first tournament I did all year.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I thought Horse Creek would play more. I thought it would fish a lot better than it was. Down lake, the whole lake turned over like 2 weeks ago, and it went from extremely good to really a grinder.
You think the turnovers was pushing them things right down on the bottom?
I think so. Yeah, because they were all suspended in the Costa tournament. I think it was. Yeah, in the Costa tournament, they were suspended around docks, under docks. Like I was catching them, just they would follow it to the bottom and eat it, or they'd catch it on the way down. But it was all suspended fish. And then in the AIA championship, which was the Toyota practice weekend, the lake turned over, and that bite completely disappeared for me. I mean, they were non-existent, no followers. On day one of the AIA, I weighed 13 something and caught 4 fish on a jig. On day 2 of the AIA, I had to go to the schoolers and throw an A-rig to catch 12 pounds or whatever it was.
Wow.
Like the jig bite disappeared.
Did you guys catch any on topwater this week?
No.
Did you even try?
Since September.
I threw a buzzbait an hour every single day and never even had one rise on it.
I made 4 casts on Friday, because there's all that shallow wood.
Yeah.
And I put my buzzbait on deck for Friday, and while it was cloudy and the wind was blowing, I threw it 4 times. I'm like, yeah, this is dumb.
I threw mine an hour the first day and the second day, and then I cut it off for Friday. And then Friday morning, I tied it back on. I was like, oh, I got to throw it. I can't not throw it. And I threw it an hour and never got a bite on Friday.
Yeah. On day 2, I threw a little Whopper Plopper 75 a little bit in Honey Creek just because it was cloudy and rainy, and still never.
Nothing.
They didn't want anything like that. I put mine in the rod box and I said, do not dig it out. Just stay away from it. And that second day when it was rainy, it was all I could do, not want to get that thing out and go to, like, man, you're missing something. But
You didn't. I threw it way too much.
Yeah. And I couldn't get them hit. I like throwing awakened spinnerbait a lot this time of year with those big blades, and they would nothing to do with it. I mean, nothing. So
I don't know why. Usually October's really good. I had 0 bites on topwater in October. And then, I mean, my best topwater bite was the first 2 weekends of September.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then it shut off and was gone.
I don't think I caught a topwater fish all year.
Golly.
A 3-pounder, the best topwater fish I caught all year.
Just a weird year.
Yeah.
Very weird. Every lake I've been to, like I was at Bull the week before, you couldn't catch anything on top water, at all. If you weren't fishing, in oblivion, then you weren't going to catch any fish.
I think it's just a weird year.
Well,
mean, like the square bill, like
right?
not really a square bill bite that I've been able to do.
No, not to catch 15 to 20 pounds. I mean, square bills caught fish, but not.
Yeah. I mean, I caught some on it. You where I saw you, Jared, I caught a couple on a square bill there.
Yeah.
But, 2.5
Well,
pounders.
Rick Clunn was at your place shooting his video. He was out there every day throwing square bills, but none of theirs looked like 5-pounders. They were
They
catching
weren't.
2
They were
pounds.
just little ones.
I
He
saw
was
him.
just.
I saw him in the back of Duck Creek one day.
That's,
I was help. I was
that's what-
practicing. I was helping a guy practice for the Toyota before they're off limits, and I went out with him, and we're running down the creek, and he goes, "That looked like Rick Clunn." I was like, "Oh yeah," and I was driving along. I was like, "Oh wait, that was Rick Clunn." I said, "He's here this week. That was him."
Yeah, they went there every day
Oh,
yeah.
really?
because there was a bunch of fish back there, but they were all just
Yeah.
little ones or keepers, barely keepers, but he was just trying to get his the guys that were with him to catch fish.
Yeah.
So he went where thought he could get them on some fish, and they stayed there every day.
There was plenty of fish back there, just not the right size.
Yeah.
I went and
Yeah.
practiced it for this event. I went back there and checked it, and it was dead zone.
Yeah.
Kellen's got a question for you guys. Did any of you go up the elk on practice or game day?
Did not.
Thought about it.
Yeah.
My bu-
I avoid the elk.
And that's maybe why he's asking. He said, reason for the question is I assumed it would not turn over like down lake due to the shallower water and the springs.
That makes
Wondered-
sense.
I wondered if the bite was more consistent than down lake. So interesting.
I just never go to elk. I know there's big fish there, but I just never go there.
It's just always burned me every time. I might go up there on a weekday and catch a good stringer of fish, but come tournament day, it turns into circus up there. They're just not water for me. I just made myself quit going up there. It's like the War Eagle over here on my lake. It's wonderful on Tuesday, but come Saturday, you better look out because
It looks too good and attracts too many people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Well,
Yeah.
when guys practice all week and don't catch anything, it's just easy to run to the elk and fish. Like
Right.
there's plenty of targets to throw
Yes.
at.
Mm-hmm.
And and they're there. It's just I still think there's a lot of big fish in there, but it's just not a good tournament area for me. I don't even turn and go in there anymore.
Yeah.
And then the other rivers just turned into a silt hole. So
Yeah, I never turn right coming out of Wolf Creek ever.
yeah. I used to fish up there a lot, going way up the Neosho way years ago, but nowadays, everything's so silted in so bad. Sycamore and
Mhm.
Geechee and all those there just aren't any fish there anymore that I can, they're just silted in. So
Yeah.
I've had to quit going. It used to be really hard for me not to want to go there, but now I just go left.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm always turning left every time. Most of the time I don't even stop till I see the ding. Then I just find somewhere to pull in.
Find a spot.
This year I'll say, like, I had a really good fall, and for the most part, like, I put in the time and practice to get on a bite, but as far as like picking where to fish, I've just been fishing free and open and just like, okay, I got this bite, that looks good, go fish it. Like, not trying to be like, I caught a 4-pounder right there, I got to fish this for an hour and try and catch another one. Like, no.
Yes.
Stick and move, and just keep rolling around till you run across them.
Yeah, just letting it happen.
Just keep moving.
Yeah. I need to get better at that.
You stayed in the same spot for 3-4 hours.
I did.
Great. Didn't move. I did circles around you.
On the final day, I
You
did
caught them all there.
I did a better job of moving around.
Okay.
When
Okay.
my mind said move, I moved.
What'd
Good.
you do on Barkers?
No, I never fished Barkers.
I did.
I know you were the.
I fished it
You were
one
the-
day.
No, I never started in Wolf.
Yeah.
Just outside of there. But I need to get better. I need to get better at moving around more, I think. I think that's one thing I learned this week.
I sure found a lot of new brush piles that I didn't know were there this week.
Oh, I'm telling you, I dropped at least 60 waypoints.
It was crazy.
I'm like, somebody's been doing a lot of work and they're
Lots.
about to break their heart.
Yeah.
You think that's all tournament guys dumping all that stuff, or you think that's just local crappie, just whatever?
I mean, the way some of them were, some crappie guys, but the way others were, probably tournament guys trying to get a stopping point for release fish,
Yeah.
Yeah.
something to hold in. But there were some trees that were like they were standing up. I don't know if you guys saw.
I did. Those were crappie spots.
Yeah,
They were
yeah,
loaded.
Yeah, those are the crappie guys. They look like Christmas trees. So many big old
Yeah.
crappie. Like not like Christmas trees, like look like had ornaments in it.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't know.
You can't see that on your flasher?
I couldn't tell that. Oh, correct.
Well, guys, before we let you go, because we have been on for a little while.
You guys have.
Yeah, we'll save you for last, Jared.
Okay.
I want to go around the room, and because it is Thanksgiving and this is our Thanksgiving show, just tell us what you're thankful for this year. And we'll start with Chris.
Oh boy, you know what? I tell you what, I'm most thankful for. You know, truthfully, I've got such a wonderful family that's tolerated this fishing thing that I have been monkeying around with my entire life, and you know, Lucy, my kids, everyone around me, all my friends around here locally, and all my new YouTube friends that allow a 55-year-old guy to continue to dream and not go, hey, man, it's time to grow up. I'm so thankful for that. I'm so thankful that I still love this sport so much, that I'm not sick of it, that I still get just like this week. I get so nervous still going into a tournament like this I want something so bad, and I'm working towards it. And I'm so thankful that I'm still excited about all that. So those are the two things right now that I'm thrilled about, both of those.
Brandon?
The same. I mean, just my wife and family supporting me through everything, especially my wife, because I know those kids drive her crazy because they act like I used to act like. So I know they're spoiled little brats and always running around. I'm gone a lot. I mean, already on my schedule, I got 4 opens and now these 2 championships. I'm going to be gone 6 weeks, and it's just her here with a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, and so she does a lot and keeps me out there, and she never complains, never gets mad at me, just asks where her cut is when I cut a check. And, and you know, my parents support me and all my friends that support me and everything. Mostly thankful that Kyle had to work on his washer and couldn't be on tonight. So,
Yeah.
but no, I've been very lucky and very blessed, and I mean, I didn't even start fishing until 7 years ago. Like, I fished,
Wow.
but I didn't tournament fish. And 7 years ago, my buddy was like, "Hey, I need a Bass Open link so I can guarantee myself in. So I was a co-angler link. And then the next year I fished a full season of BFLs and made the All-American as a co. And then I bought a boat and went straight to the opens, knowing I wasn't ready and I was going to get annihilated.
Wow.
Jumped in with both feet, and here we are 5-6 years later, and I'm still getting annihilated, but not by as much. But
Your first tournament was an open?
well, my first season that I signed up for was a Bass Open, but I fished the BFLs that same year on Grand. I didn't fish the season, I just fished the local ones. And
Wow.
I fished team events too. But no, that's one thing. I have the best team partner in the world. I mean, the guy shows up, goes fishing. He doesn't like, I do all the practicing. He just shows up and says, "Where are we going? Take me to the fish." And he's supported me through all this. He's a lineman and works on the road, so he just he's always paying our gas and everything. And he's one of my biggest sponsors. I mean, he doesn't pay for my opens or anything like that, but as far as team stuff and everything, he foots way more than his share because he doesn't get all he does is get to fish on Saturday. So he definitely supports our team that way, and we have a lot of fun. We were actually born a day apart in the same hospital in Miami.
Wow.
And then so we were both in the hospital at the same time, but I got out before he did. And then we went to the Afton High School. I was the quarterback, he was the running back. And then we didn't really hang out a lot after high school, but then we ran into each other and started fishing, and we've been team partners for 5 years now.
That's
So-
cool.
So we got a long history from birth till now.
Wow.
He always gives me a hard time because I'm older than him, and he'll never catch up.
Cool. Jared?
I'm the same way. Wife and parents, just my wife puts up with all of my craziness. I was gone. I got up at 4 this morning and went and fed cows, and gone all day until I came home to eat the neighbor's Thanksgiving dinner with them. And I got my buddies blowing me up. I'm about to hop in the truck as soon as we get off and go shoot pigs all night with a thermal scope. So
Sweet.
yeah,
Where's that?
I'm ready.
Where's that waypoint?
I know. Pulsar, it's amazing. Thermal scopes, they're pretty incredible. It's fun stuff. It's addictive. It might be worse than fishing.
I bet it could be.
It can.
Danny?
Thankful for waking up in the morning.
Yeah.
If you wake up in the morning, everything else is gravy.
That's right.
That's where it starts.
Mhm.
I'm thankful for a very supportive wife and family, like you guys mentioned. Good friends, opportunities like this. That people that I went to school with, and grew up with, they're like, "You do a podcast?" Yeah, it's where it's just our Tuesday night thing. It's totally outside the little box that people like to keep you in.
Mm-hmm.
So thankful for the ability to get outside my box. John?
I am also thankful to wake up every day. You two younger guys will understand in a few years.
Oh yeah.
Thankful for the
I'm
thankful
42.
younger guys. Thankful for the breath in my lungs. Danny posted a little video on our little chat today something about, every time you say this is the last cast, someday it really is going to be the last cast. And so go fishing whenever you can. So I went today, on that. And I am grateful for the lodge, and I'm thankful for all the friends that I've met through this sport. I am thankful that I got to fish last week, that I posted. I haven't fished a nation tournament with a goal to move on for 21 years.
Wow.
And this was my first one back. And like you, Chris, I didn't sleep a wink the night before the first tournament. My mind was racing. Where am I going? Where am I starting? Where am I, and I love that. I'm glad I still have that feeling. And someday I hope to make the top 3, or I guess next year I got to win the damn thing because it's top guy next year. Yeah, thankful for that. Thankful for my family that puts up with me. Thankful that I have an understanding wife that allows me to go fishing today when there was probably something around here that needed to be done. But she didn't tell me you need to do this, even though I know that's what she was thinking. So yeah, very grateful. Thankful for y'all for coming on. Thankful for Danny. Thankful for the 2 Kyles that aren't on. It's been a great year.
Yeah, I didn't tell you guys either. You talking about how you feel when you fish in the rush. That first 5-pounder I caught on day 3, I was playing it around the boat, and it had gotten semi wrapped up in the prop for just like half a second, and then it popped out, and I get it back over, and I get it lipped, and I get it in the live well, and I'm trying to retie my spinner bait, and my hands are just shit, and they won't stop. And Ray's like, he's like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "My hands, they're shit. I can't get them to quit." And it was like 5 minutes for me to retie after that, just because I'd get it looped through there, and then I'd drop the spinner bait, and then I'd drop my line. I'm like, "Oh my god, just stop."
It's a good problem.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that feeling, I'm like Rick Clunn talking about it when he says he won't quit fishing until he loses that feeling, because when he catches a big one, he just goes to shaking. And
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Anything else, Danny?
Man, I wish I could have been there with you guys. But I'm thankful that I got to hear the replay.
You missed some great weather. It was perfect.
It was good weather.
It was awesome.
I don't think I've ever seen Grand quite that slick on the first day.
I have never seen it that calm.
I was like, what in the world is going on here? Just glassy everywhere. Just
Yeah.
it was glass on day 2 for me. when I
Yeah.
went to the creek. Now, once I got down to the dam, I thought I was about to wreck them down there, because there was some chop on the water. I was like, all right, no. I pulled in there. About 1 pound and a halfer, which was like my 4th fish of the day. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm leaving. It looked good though.
Yeah, that day was just a fantastic fishing day.
Yeah.
I was really surprised at how hard I had to work to catch fish that day.
Oh,
Mhm.
Dude, the whole field's gonna crush them today.
Yeah. So.
And at noon, I'm like, half the field might be 0 today.
Yeah.
I got 2 fish right now. I'm thankful to have 2 fish.
Well, I knew you was going to have them, man.
I felt like I was going to have them, but I told Travis. He called me Thursday night, and I was like, dude, I'm going to crush them. And then all morning, I was like, I guess I wasn't lying. Like, I was just saying it, but I guess I wasn't. I felt good about it. I'll say that. Like, I wasn't nervous. I felt that I was going to just focus in that one area and figure it out. And luckily, I didn't do anything special to try and figure it out. It's just I caught on quickly to what they were doing.
Nice. Well, it was a fun 3 days of fishing, that's for sure, man. I enjoyed every minute of it, and I'd never met you before, Brandon, but I did enjoy meeting you, and I appreciated you as well, and your way of being. So I appreciate it, and I always appreciate you, Jared. Man, you've been one of my friends. So it was a good time, and everybody else there. I met quite a few people at this tournament I didn't know already, and actually talked to a few on Facebook this week, and become friends. And you're good if I tell a story?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So I'm going to tell this story on my YouTube too, but it's kind of funny. So I put in on I think it's the first morning, and I idle around and I top the dock, and I'm right across from the guy in a bass cat boat there. And I pull up there, and he goes, "Hey man," he says, "you don't remember me, do you?" And I'm like, "Man, I'm sorry. I don't." And he's like, "It's like I towed your boat home from Boot Hill, Missouri one time. You was coming home from a Toyota or a Strand back then." And I was like, "What?" And I've never known who it was. I never knew who it was that hooked onto my boat and took it to Springfield. And it was Justin Russell. And he was saying, "Hey man, I'm the one that took your boat home." But I'd been at Kentucky Lake fishing a Strand. And on the way home, I dropped a drive line. I had an 85 Chevrolet pickup at the time. And coming over the Mississippi Bridge, I dropped a drive line on that truck. And Greg Bohannon was right in front of me, and I was following him home. We was headed home. And I kind of rolled down that hill and back down. There's an old liquor store down there at the bottom of the bridge there, kind of. I forget the name of that town up there. But all it did was rolling. It wouldn't go at all. And I coasted till I got in that liquor store parking lot, and there I sat. No cell service. Greg was just flying on, gone. I mean, I'm like, holy crap. But pickup truck pulls in there, and it was Jared and another guy. And we're sitting there monkeying around with it. And Greg had turned around and came back. He's like, "I didn't see you back there anymore, man." So figured something was up. And Justin said, "Man, I didn't know him at all, but this is the great part about fishing, dudes." He's like, "Just tell me where you want me to take your boat to. That's where I'll take it." And I called a buddy of mine in Springfield and said, Can this guy leave my boat at your house?" And he's like, "Yeah." And so he hooked onto my boat and dropped it off there. And so this week's been pretty awesome. Kind of funny how things circle back around. That was back in 2010, I guess, something like that. So it's funny that you let another fishing dude just, take my boat and go do this with it. And I never know who it was until.
That's a great story.
That's awesome.
For this tournament. And so super cool. And he's such a great young man, So, but I forgot about that till just now. But it's cool stuff, man.
That is.
So I left my old truck sitting up there in that parking lot and jumped in Greg's truck, and we drove on home, and had to find an old hotshot guy and have him load that thing up and bring it back down to Farmington so I could get it fixed. This stupid game fishing, I tell you. So It was nice to meet, put a face. All these years I've been like, I don't know who that was. And
Wow.
kind of awful that I didn't, but it was super cool how that come together. So anyway.
When was that?
It would have been, I think, like 2010, somewhere in there, 11 maybe.
I mean, Justin was like 15.
That
age?
young, man. I don't know.
He's
Maybe
not
he
that
was
old.
riding. Maybe he was riding with whoever it was. I don't know, but I know he's like, hey, I'm the one that took your boat home.
Cool.
So it might have been 2000. It might have been 11, somewhere in there, but it was somewhere in that range.
It's been a while since they've been called the Strin.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was fishing those things. I had it's another long story, but I had an 85 Chevrolet pickup and an 86 model 17-foot bass cat with 115, just out there, just hacking away at it still.
Wow.
But he hooked onto that boat and took it away. So it was nice to put all that together a little bit, but never it. You kind of think, well, I guess I'll never know who that was, but I guess he could have just kept on driving. I would have never known who to call.
He could have.
Yep.
He could have.
So I was lucky to have fishing friends. So
Yep.
So anyway, there's my story for the night.
We could do this show for 6 hours. And
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, no kidding. So, but anyway, I appreciate all of you
guys. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having
For
us.
the invite.
Absolutely, we'll definitely do it again.
Congratulations.
Good job fishing this week.
Thank you. You as well.
I know you guys will all, even though not a single one of you lives in Kansas, I know you'll represent Kansas well.
I love Kansas.
You can say Arkansas, Chris.
Hey, I just tell them here, man. I love Kansas. I am Kansas all the way, man. I'm sorry.
Me too.
It's I love everything about it, man. It's
a great state.
It is.
It is. I've enjoyed it.
Got a sucky football team, but we got a good basketball team.
Yes, we do.
I tried calling Dave Cavell a couple times this week to razz on him. We're playing LSU this week at home, and he won't even answer the phone.
Won't even answer. No.
No.
That dirty dog.
I know it.
Has he made it out there yet? You know?
No, I don't think he's coming to the game.
No, I'm talking about qualified for.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I was calling to tell him, but he tailgates to 90% of their games.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think they're good enough this year. I bet nobody shows up.
Nope. Take us out, Danny. Take us out.
Folks, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I'll get links posted to Chris's YouTube. I couldn't do that tonight. I had a little technical issue of my own. Like to promote everybody. And of course, Jared, if there's any sponsor partnerships you want promoted, just let me know, or tag it yourself. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great week. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. Remember to be thankful on Thanksgiving. Peace, man.
See you guys.